long before you'll be joining the fight yourself.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Ray. I won't let them.
I'll show you what I know. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going... An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I've been thinking, maybe Camilla needs a little help. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Tell me as soon as you've given I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know. Until next time, there's beauty here. I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know. Well, are you hungry? I'll show you what I know. I escape into the... I'll show you what I know. I'll show you what I know.
Whatever you need. By looking to protect yourself or deal some damage. Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
Orgnar, Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. What is this? The elf playing a treachery? Shocking.
Going bad.
As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with Faendal?
Come on in.
Here.
We got warm.
I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla it's from him. Truly. So maybe my mother isn't crazy after all. You had best tell the Jarl in Whiterun. He needs to know about this. Mm-hmm.
Still need.
Waste
Drink to our youth.
Did you really see a dragon?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no.
Maybe
No
you could talk some
adventure,
sense
no
into my
theatrics,
pig-headed brother.
No thief chasing.
What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Faendal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. I'd better get going.
I don't know what The Riverwood Trader is everything. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should show those. Take a look. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
I've been looking for
Oh, I
you.
wish I saw that
Got something I'm
person.
supposed to deliver.
You're so lucky.
Your hands only.
You really think
A
I
note
can be a
from someone named
blacksmith someday, Papa?
Calcelmo.
As
And
good as your
looks like
little
that's it.
mermaid?
Got to
Or
go.
maybe even as good as you?
Oh, I know it. You keep working hard like you've been doing, and you will be the greatest blacksmith Skyrim has ever seen.
Thanks, Papa.
Good enough. You look strong. Come to your basket.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield system. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorvaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
Gal like you needs a... Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Only thing better than riding a swift horse is riding a swift horse over the enemy.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
The road makes... They'll never see you coming. May your road lead you to warm sands.
And she has where? Take a look.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Do you like horses? You should visit the stable.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work. Honest pay for honest work.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
You should
Till
buy
next
some
time.
produce from Carlotta's stall. Most of it comes from my farm.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Riverwood's in danger too. You better go on in. You'll find the Jarl in Dragon's Reach, at the top of the hill.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more
You there.
swords for the Imperial
The Dawn
soldiers.
Guard is looking for anyone willing to
Just
fight
can't
against the
fill
growing
another that size
vampire
on my
menace.
own.
What do you say?
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
We're vampire hunters. We
I'd
search out
sooner
and
bend
destroy
my knee
those
to Ulfric's
blood-sucking
storm
scum wherever we find them.
Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way.
You're not
I'll
paying
take the job,
attention then,
but don't expect
like
a
almost
miracle.
everyone else around here. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the threat seriously, and now they paid the price. The Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra worshippers, which is why they got torn to pieces when they went up against vampires. That's why our leader, Isran, is re-establishing the Dawn Guard, real, serious vampire hunters. You're not paying attention then, like almost everyone else around here. Yeah? You change your mind? The Dawn Guard could use somebody like you. Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
Good morning.
Thinking. Train some more.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Everything's for sale, my friend. Take a look. Do come back.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale. Could be attacked. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Do you get to district very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you do.
Yes?
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort.
Talos the mighty, Talos the unerring, Talos the something?
My lord, please. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the Great Warrior.
Who's this? Who's this?
It seems this damn conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? I prefer books. And my spell.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors. As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the... Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me. I'm
It's all right,
starting to
Irileth.
think...
I want to hear what she has to say.
There's a tranquility in magic. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try. If I said that was a tedious question, as long as I'm left alone. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day.
What's this about Riverwood being in danger? Gerda owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community, not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong? By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
As a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents. perhaps.
We need to convince my brother
Come,
to do more.
let's go find Farengar,
What would
my
you have
court
me
wizard.
do, Hrongar?
He's been
Your
looking
brother
into a
is the
matter
Jarl.
related to these
You know I
dragons
can't question
and
his judgment.
rumors
I'm
of
not
dragons.
asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war.
Come to Dragons... What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. Where? I would never... Ah, I see. You are a fellow enchanter. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I am so often interrupted by visitors wandering in, I can occasionally become quite savage. Now, what did you say you wanted? Ah, indeed? The Jarl. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious hows and whys. I like that. Leave those details to your betters, am I right? I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point, the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. Take a look. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages
Already met my
College
new
of
friend
Winterhold.
here. I'm sure you two will get along famous. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. With good planning and even now my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest... Until Brave here, this is a priority now. Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. Before it's too late.
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun. My boys will keep you safe, don't you worry.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here.
I'm free now, in royalty, and reshape this land which is mine. You have come. You have come to hear. Hello, my friend. If you seek knowledge about mighty Talos, you have most certainly come to the right person. In mortal life, Talos was a Nord, possessed of unmatched tactical skill, limitless wisdom, and the power to see into men's hearts. Talos mastered the power of the voice, and with it he united the lands of men into a great empire. In southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. Here in Skyrim, we honor him by his proper Nord name. So great was his reign in life. When he ascended to the heavens, he was made Lord of the Divines. If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any number of tomes on the subject. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right, I said coward! Oh yes, he agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way from here, and in Skyrim, we will never forsake mighty Talos. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally, and I am his prophet. His word is upon my lips, his voice in my throat. I love, even as man, great
Is those two at it again?
Watch the eyes.
Nice! Oh, right! Pull him back! Oh!
Going to enjoy.
This should be good.